Do you guys remember the days back in the late 1990s where everything was about teen movies such as She's All That? You had the horror movies like the Scream franchise. Just everything was circled around that. And the movie I'm about to review, The Faculty, right here, fell at the end of that. Basically, it took the formula of Scream, where it had a bunch of teenagers in there trying to fight off a a person that's trying to kill them, and put a twist on it, tried to make it more sci-fi, if that's a word. And this movie, even on the front, it says from the director of Desperado and Dusk Till Dawn, and the screenplay by the writer of Scream and Scream 2. So, do people actually care about the screenplay writer? No. But based on the fact that it says Scream and Scream 2, people are going to be drawn to this movie. They also tried to center around the fact that it had Usher in it. Usher was pretty hot at the time. Record-wise, he had just released, his first album had come out in '97, and he was about to release his second album. So they're trying to use star power to actually sell this movie. This movie, in my opinion, is loosely based on a book I remember reading when I was a child. Um, I believe it was my teacher's An Alien, and even though they don't mention it being based around that, there's a lot of similarities to that book. And the faculty here, basically, you have all the different stereotypes. You have the goth chick, which is here. You have the like prom princess person here. You have the jock with Usher and this other guy here on the football team, and then you have Elijah Wood as the nerdy guy, and this guy is the strung out drug addict. Formula for a teen movie. You have to have all those aspects. Um, in this movie, basically, it is the faculty, the teachers, have become this killing sort of team, and in order to understand that, you have to understand what happened in this movie. Basically, Elijah Wood's character, pre Frodo, before him becoming a huge star with the Lord of the Rings franchise. He was in this movie as a nerdy kid, like I just mentioned, and he finds this new species of creature similar to like a fish. And the teacher in this that he actually shows it to is Jon Stewart of The Daily Show. And basically, he says that he's going to have to go to the university and let them know about what they've discovered, and that Elijah Wood could be getting a lot of money for this if it's a new species is discovered. So they try and actually put this species into water. They realize, like a gremlin, it kind of it multiplies when in water. And little do they know, the species, after Jon Stewart, he put his hand into the fishbowl, was bitten, and exposed to the species. All of a sudden, all the teachers are acting really weird and bizarre. And students are actually seeing them kill each other, but at the same time, they're coming back, which is a weird dynamic. You have Salma Hayek in this movie for about 5 minutes as a nurse. She gets killed off by the guy that plays the Terminator in T2, Robert Patrick. He's the main football coach, so he ends up killing Salma Hayek with the help of the principal. I'm not sure of her name. But Elijah Wood ends up watching this and then runs out and tells his parents, and his parents are all concerned about what's going on. By the time the parents get back to the school, everything's normal. The teachers are normal again. And it continues like that. Teachers are getting killed. Students are witnessing this. And one other thing that keeps changing in this movie is that water is being added. You'll see coffee being replaced by water. You'll see the teachers are drinking more water. The whole aspect of water. And the motive behind the water is that the teachers have been exposed to the species that what was found by Elijah Wood, and basically they're multiplying. You also have a new girl that's also hanging out with this bunch of teenagers here that's from Ohio, and she's sort of like this shy person that just wants to make friends, and everyone in the group doesn't necessarily trust her, and she, spoiler at the end, actually becomes the queen alien or species at the end who was controlling. She had just moved there 3 months ago, and her whole aspect was, or her whole motive was to expose as many people as possible to this species, and then pretty much turn them all into aliens. It gets kind of cheesy at the end when she turns them into this big alien type creature, and they have to find a way to actually kill her off. And because she is the queen bee, if you kill the queen bee, basically the concept is that all the other species die. It was an okay movie. I wouldn't say it was the greatest movie. It does have a cult following. It does have those moments where you look at it and you're like, okay, this could potentially be a good movie. And then towards the end, it's just like, okay, it's getting kind of cheesy. You're kind of getting points too early on in the movie, in my opinion, about what's happening. You can sort of tell. You don't necessarily know that that girl is the one that's the queen bee, but you kind of have a feeling that she's could potentially be the one. But overall, a pretty good movie. It was released through Atlantis. Well, no, Atlantis. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Through Dimension Films, and like I said, 1999. It was actually directed by, I think it was produced and directed by Robert Rodriguez of Dusk Till Dawn and Desperado, like I said on the front here. With him having those two successful films, you would think that it would be a little bit better, but I guess it is what it is. It's his take on a horror film, and I want to get your guys' take. What do you guys think about The Faculty, released in 1999? Just leave a comment below. What's your favorite part of it? What do you think about all the actors in it? It does also have Jordana Brewster from the Fast and Furious fame in it as the prom queen person that I pointed out earlier. So, like I said, let me know what you guys think about The Faculty. What do you think about it as a horror movie, as part of the teen horror genre franchise? Just leave a comment below. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, if you could just hit the subscription button below as well, and check out the rest of the videos that I've put up. And if you want to connect with me on Twitter, it's very easy. All you have to do is, my name is @JustBramer. Just hit up that Twitter account and you'll be connected with me on Twitter there. And that's it for now. I'll catch you guys in the next video.